after receiving Dow Calligraphy light massage, my pain is completely gone. It's transformed. Last few days, I had pain, a sharp burning pain in my ovary and lower abdomen. Because of that pain, I cannot eat or cannot walk or anything. Because of that pain, I lost 4 to 5 pounds in 3-4 days. And after receiving Dow Calligraphy light massage, my abdomen and ovaries burning pain completely and totally transformed. Pain is completely gone, and I can walk and I can sleep better than before. So I'm so grateful to receive Dow Calligraphy light massage.
After many sessions of Dow Calligraphy light massage, my hips pain is totally gone. I can walk because I get a paralytic after the vaccination when I was 1.5 years old. So all my childhood I actually spent in centers of rehabilitation with many therapists. I get more or less well. So now I can do everything, but I still have sometimes quite big pain in my hips. Last 5 months, I had a pain in my hips, which really bothered me. Sometimes it was really so difficult to move, because sometimes I had the pain, really so heavy pain that I even can't walk. It wasn't only like the physical pain, it was also I felt the anger about it, because as I had my struggling with my movement whole my life, I could not understand why it's not finished one day. Then I started to attend Dow Calligraphy light massage. It was about 3 or 4 sessions, and my pain is like totally done. I don't have any problem. I can jump on the trampoline, which is like really like it, but I couldn't do that actually. I can walk, and also my anger it's done. So the Dow Calligraphy light massage really definitely helps me to get out of the pain of my hip, and I'm really grateful.
Ten days of severe pain in my right hand went away in just one session. I had a pain in my ring finger in my right hand, and then it was just passing through the elbow and up to my shoulder. It was not allowing me to do any other work, as if like I want to put a seat belt on, I want to lift anything, like in small day-to-day work. And it was so severe that I couldn't even sleep at night. The pain level was 10 being the worst. That's what I was experiencing at that time. After I attended Dow Calligraphy light massage on Saturday, and after that 1 hour of blessings, my pain was completely gone. Straight away it went from 10 to 0, and I was so pleased and I felt so blessed because I was suffering for 10 days and sleepless night because of the pain. Because with the painkiller also, it wasn't going at night or day. Continuous the pain was there. Until today, I don't have the pain and I can raise my hand, right hand, I think. So I'm so very much grateful for the Dow Calligraphy Light Massage. Thank you.
After one session of Dow Calligraphy Light Massage, the relationship with my father improved a lot. I have all my life problems with my father. My relationship with my father is never to be nice. Really, was not possible. The communication. And when I started the Dow Calligraphy Light Massage, I request for the relationship with my father. After the Dow Calligraphy Light Massage, I asked to my father for forgiveness. I speak with him, and I say to him, I want to tell you sorry. I want to tell you, please forgive me. But when I was a child, I don't understand you, and really was so complicated for me understand your position, Papa, and was incredible. My father comes and give me a big hug, and we always fighting, and we are always angry, and now. Really the relationship is really better.
I have a severe low back pain. After one Dow Calligraphy Light Massage, it went away. I have a very sore and pain and heavy lower back pain from the hectic work week sitting one time. I woke up Saturday morning, feel like very uncomfortable, like carried like 100 pounds of heavy metal in the back, and the pain level is 8 out of 10. Walking around, nothing get comfortable, cannot sit down, cannot lie down. After one session, Dow Calligraphy Light Massage, the pain reduced to 2 out of 10. And I was able to just really lie, no longer feel that. I'm very flexible. I barely feel the pain and just feel so joyful. And also in the middle of the Dow Calligraphy Light Massage, I feel so relaxed and rejuvenated, refreshed, full of energy to start the new day. I cannot thank you, Dow Calligraphy Light Massage, enough.
Welcome to the first Dow Calligraphy Healing Field evening for 2022 for the center here in Vancouver. It is my great honor as the center leader to welcome you to this beautiful field. So I want to invite you to post in the chat what brought you here tonight. What would you like to transform in your life? And I saw a post recently by our the commercial director for the Universal Soul Service organization, which is the organization that manages all of Master Sha's events and around the world, which is amazing, yeah? Anyways, she said, to change something to heal something is one level. To transform it is a completely different level. So what would you like to transform? in 2022? Is there a relationship that you just want to take to a different level of connection? Is there something in your finances that you would like to take to a different level? Is there something in your business? Do you have a business? Would you like to have a business? Would you like to have your own business? Yeah? So in the US, there's this, but the numbers they're big, but they're not that big, relatively speaking. So they're calling it this mass exodus, right, out of the workforce. So in the month of, I don't know if it was November or December, there was over 4 million people who left their jobs. But we're talking about a population of almost 300 million. So it's not like 40 million left. But it's significant, right? What are they doing? They're starting their own business. They're starting their own business. How long ago is it? I want to figure out the math. It's over 40 years ago. I got my MBA. I was at MBA school 30 some years ago, I guess. Yeah, 30 years ago. And at that time, there were these predictions about what was going to happen in the world, in the economy, and how we were going to shift to an information economy. And there was going to be this mass exodus out of corporations and into individual entrepreneurs. So we're seeing it happen, right? So it's a good year to start your own business. Is there a health issue that you would like to transform? That you'd like to take your health to a different level? Before I met Master Sha, I struggled with my health since I was little because I didn't know I had food allergies. Nobody knew I had food allergies. I was in my mid-40s, and it was the time that I met Master Sha, and that's when I got diagnosed. But by then, so much damage had been done to my body. But I didn't know until now, 21 years later, that in fact, not only could I heal some things, but I feel better now than I did 21 years ago. That's amazing. I remember going to the movies, and I'd have to gauge, whether I was going to be able to watch a movie if it was more than 2 hours. Now movies are only about an hour and a half long, right? But if I was in the theater for more than 2 hours, I wasn't going to be able to stand and walk. I couldn't walk. I could not literally move. I could not bend my legs, my knees, my joints. So painful. It would take 10 or 15 minutes standing there and, shuffle my way out of the theater, stand on the side while my body sort of unfroze itself. I'm not really sure. It never got diagnosed. That is not an issue. I'm walking on ice here in Vancouver. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm back in Chicago, where I grew up. So is there something in your health that you want to transform? Physical health, emotional health, mental health. I remember a lady who came in to the center one time, and she said that she was scared because she was forgetting things like that she turned the stove on, and she left the house and left a pot of soup on the stove. And she wanted to know, what could we do? How could we support her? So that happens as we age. Sometimes our memory starts to go. Is there spiritual issue that you might be struggling with? Do you connect to the divine? Can you connect? Do you feel your connection to the divine, to the Tao, to the source? All of that is possible to transform in the Tao calligraphy healing field. So I invite you to post, share on the chat. What would you like to transform? You don't have to give us a lot of details because it is a public forum, but what would you like to transform? What would you like to transform? Heart condition, lower back pain, middle jaw issues, eyes issues, hearing issues, mouth, lips, teeth, and gum issues. What would you like to transform? Because in this field, everything can be transformed. Everything. So let me explain why. So first of all, my name is Jimena. I already told you I'm the director of the center here in Vancouver. It's such an honor to be able to invite all of you and help you to experience the power of the Dow calligraphy healing field. So what is the Dow? What is calligraphy? What is the Dow calligraphy healing field? Why can the Dow calligraphy healing field transform anything? So Dow, and let me spell it for you, but thank you, Mark, for doing that. So Dow is it's the source. It's the ultimate creator. Of everyone and everything. What is Dow calligraphy? So Dow calligraphy is unique for two reasons. One, it's written with a technique called Ibiza that Dr. and Master Shah learned from the sole lineage holder, which was Professor Lee, who was 106, I think, when she transitioned. So this style of calligraphy is one stroke words, which means that they write an entire word in one continuous stroke. This word, I think, has 24 separate strokes. But in Dow calligraphy, in Ibiza, and I'll talk about Dow calligraphy, but in Ibiza, the style, it's written in one continuous stroke. This is the word Ling. The word Ling is Mandarin Chinese for soul. So one stroke words was a form of calligraphy that was used to communicate. The last emperor of China was communicating with his cabinet. So it's a form of shorthand, but it's quite beautiful, as you can see. So when the last emperor of China was removed from his position, the teacher, the highest level teacher in China, the Taisher, spell that for you. So the Taisher remained in the Forbidden City. Also in the Forbidden City was Professor Lee. She was 6 years old, and she studied. She began to study with the Taisher, and he taught her Ibiza. She never used the calligraphy ever, didn't teach it to anybody until she met Master Shah. So Master Shah, when he met her in Toronto, Professor Lee is very unique. First of all, she studied with the Taisher, who was a direct descendant of Confucius. Secondly, she learned this special calligraphy style called Ibiza, one stroke, which only the emperor's family knew, and the Taisher. Third, she became one of the world's leading experts on Chinese characters. In fact, she's written these books that are about this thick, and she donated them. She just gave them to the equivalent of the Library of Congress in China. This was her contribution, yeah? So she understands Chinese characters very deeply. Why? She was trained by the Taisher. She taught this style of calligraphy to Master Sha because he himself is very unique. Master Sha is a Tao calligraphy transformational leader. He uses calligraphy to help you and me and everyone transform every aspect of life. So what is it that he does that transforms one-stroke words to Tao calligraphy is he transmits a source field to the Tao calligraphy at the time that he writes it. How can he do this? Because he's a channel of the source. He became a channel of the divine in 2003 in Toronto while teaching a workshop in August. He has been uplifted, and he's now a source channel. When he writes, he connects. The source transmits a field. And this field has source frequency and vibration. It also has messages from the source. These messages are information. It's the same thing as information in quantum physics. It's the same thing as the soul. In fact, the soul is the repository for all of the messages that you carry. The source messages are messages of pure love, pure forgiveness, pure compassion, pure light. It transforms the messages that we're carrying about heart conditions, about lung condition, about lower back issues, about middle jaw issues, about eye issues, ear issues, whatever issues you have. It's because you're carrying a message that has the frequency and vibration and the information for that condition or that challenge, if it's an issue for a relationship or your finances or your business, yeah? So what is unique about this field is that the field is made up of source, frequency and vibration, and information. This then changes our information, changes our frequency and our vibration. It changes what is called the information pathway, which is now, which we now talk about in terms of 5 levels of creation. Let me see if I can find this. Yep. So ancient wisdom teaches 5,000-year-old wisdom. It's ancient wisdom on which Eastern arts, like calligraphy, like acupuncture, traditional Chinese medicine, Buddhism, Taoism, is based. So this ancient wisdom says, Shen, everyone and everything, is made of Shen, Qi, and Jing. Shen has 3 parts. It represents the soul, which I already mentioned to you in science. Tao science, which Master Sha created, and with Dr. Rulin, they were the founders, is information. Heart is the core of life. This is not the physical heart per se, but the spiritual heart. The heart that we see in many pictures. We see a golden ball in the Buddha's heart, the heart of Jesus, Mary, some of the saints, high-level saints. You'll see golden ball in their heart. This is the spiritual heart, the core of life. This is the receiver of the information that we carry. The heart shares that information with our consciousness, our mind. It is the processor of the information. It puts into, it takes the information from information form to manifestation, which means that it raises or lowers the frequency depending on the message. So it affects the energy. This message, the mind sends that message to the energy that affects the energy. If it's to heal you, it raises your energy. It raises the frequency and vibration. So energy is the actioner. Energy then sends the message to matter. Matter is the transformer. It literally manifests into the physical form. It's what we see, touch, feel, and smell. So this is an information pathway. When you and I have a blockage in our relationships, when you and I have a blockage in our health, that means that there are blockages in this entire pathway. That means that the information that is held here at the soul level, at the heart level, at the mind level, at the energy level, at the matter level, is made up of both positive and negative. Let me see if I can find a red marker. Yeah. So we have positive messages. Let's say you have a really great relationship. So there's positive messages at the information level, positive messages at the heart receiver level, positive messages at the processor level, positive messages at the energy level, positive messages at the matter level. And then if you don't, if occasionally you have a disagreement, occasionally you have a miscommunication, that means that there's also some negative messages in that relationship that you're carrying at the information level, at the heart core of life level, at the consciousness processor of information level, at the actioner energy level, and at the transformer. So suddenly somebody walks out hurt, upset, angry. So it manifests. It manifests in a way, that message manifests in a way we can see it, touch it, feel it, hear it if they slam the door on the way out, smell it, yeah? What is unique then about the calligraphy field here is that the calligraphies carry source, frequency, and vibration. We bring this frequency, this vibration, we bring these messages into us through the calligraphies and transform this negative message not only to positive messages, but to positive source messages. And that's where the transformation comes in. So let's take a relationship. You can transform not just the miscommunication, but you can transform the relationship and take it to a completely different level of connection, of harmony, of oneness, right? So people want, in their relationships, they want oneness. They want to know that they're in it together, that what they do, even if they're not together all the time, that ultimately they're together. They're there to support each other, support their families, immediate family, extended family. So it's a significant issue. That's what makes this field unique. So you want to transform your heart. You know, I heard it, a doctor, we have several medical professionals and alternative medicine practitioners. I heard a doctor say one time, Western medicine cannot heal the heart. And because they cannot heal the heart, they have come up with ways to adjust the heart. So what do? They can replace, right? They can replace the arteries. They can replace the valve. But it's not a healing. It's not that they healed the original heart. And sometimes there are issues. The surgery may not always be 100%. I talked to somebody who had valve that was replaced, 2 valves, and one of them was leaking. One, no problem. The other one, it was leaking because they couldn't heal the heart. This is the best that they can do. With the field, we can transform the message. And when that occurs, when you truly transform all the messages, let's say, related to the heart, there's a pretty high possibility that in this lifetime you may not have the same challenges, and possibly in the next lifetime, future lifetimes, you will not have those heart issues. That's transformation. It's not a short-term. It's not a short-term fix. It's a longer-term fix. Can't say that it's forever, but can definitely say it's a longer-term fix. So that's what's possible in the field. So I'm going to take a look at the. Let me take a look at the live stream and see what you've put into the live stream. So Mark, I'm going to have to sit because the table is not high enough. So let me see what you've put in terms of what you want to transform. Let's see, to make a better spiritual and heartfelt connection to a distant family member. Beautiful. That's Catherine. Robert says the heart. Whole body muscles for Beverly. So Brianna says she wants to transform her relationship with school. Has been really difficult to balance. That's a message. That's a message. There's several actually messages here. Melissa, purify my heart more. Heal my digestive system, thyroid. Tatiana, health. Kidney function. Okay, sure. Okay, so just a few people have posted. All right, so what we're going to do is there's different ways to transform, to bring source energy, to bring source energy, matter, and information into our body. We're going to trace this calligraphy. So this calligraphy is amazing. I know people don't use it a lot, but we use it a lot here at the center in Vancouver, because this calligraphy, just this one word, just the word ling, this, if all we trace, Mark, we'll just trace from here up, okay? This part up here is your upper part of the body, from the diaphragm up. This middle part is the middle from the diaphragm to the navel, and down here is the lower part below the navel. You are getting a whole body healing when you trace this calligraphy. So tracing means that we follow the path. We follow the path of the ink, and it's not so important that you know, oh my gosh, that went left, I thought it went right, it goes up, and I thought it went down. That's not what's important. What's important is that you connect with your heart. You make a heart-to-heart connection with the calligraphy. You know, we trace calligraphy. Every morning we trace calligraphy in the Dow Calligraphy Healing Field daily practice. That practice, there's 35, 40 people that are registered this month. So tracing. After a while, we're tracing one calligraphy. After a while, the field takes over. It moves you. You don't move. The field moves you as you trace. That means you've melded with the calligraphy. You and the calligraphy are one. That's what you want. You want to make a heart connection with the calligraphy. So don't worry about, is it left, is it right? Just connect to the field. So how are we going to connect? To start with, we're going to connect by bringing our 5 fingers together. Our 5 fingers each represent one of the 5 elements in traditional Chinese medicine. So just know this. I'll come back and explain this in a minute. Let's trace. I want you to have about 15-20 minutes of tracing so that you can feel the field. You can feel the effect of the field on your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, maybe your spiritual body. Okay, so put your fingers together. When we bring our fingers together, we bring the 5 elements together. We trace the calligraphy. We're bringing source, frequency, and vibration into each of the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, water. Each of these elements has an authority organ. Wood is liver. Fire, heart. Earth, spleen. Metal, lungs. Water, kidneys. So these are major organs. You cannot live without a heart. You cannot live without lungs. You cannot live without your kidneys, yeah? So we trace, 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 trace. And as we trace, we bring the source Shen Qi Jing. Put one, you're going to trace with one hand, put the other hand over that part of the body that needs healing. So I saw Tatiana, kidneys. Beverly, muscles. So Beverly, I would focus on the spleen because the spleen is responsible for the earth element. The earth element includes the whole body muscles. I'm standing right in front of the calligraphies for the earth element. So that includes muscles. Focus on the spleen. Brianna has an issue with school. Focus on your message center. Okay, so one hand over that part of the body or area that needs transformation, and then one hand you're tracing. And we're going to trace very slow. No need to rush. Very slow. You trace, you follow the path as much as you can. Make a connection. So dear the Tao calligraphy, Ling Guan, soul light, I love you. Dear the divine, dear the Tao, dear the source. My name is, give your name 3 times. Alba Jimena Gaviño, Alba Jimena Gaviño, Alba Jimena Gaviño. Dear the Tao calligraphy healing field. Dear my heavens team. All of us have a heavens team. And dear, connect with the heart, dear my liver, dear my lungs, dear my kidneys, dear my middle jaw, dear my digestive system, dear my heart chakra, my spiritual heart, whatever you want to transform. I love you. I honor you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a good job. Open yourself. Receive the source Shen Qi Jing, the source information, the source energy, the source matter, the source frequency, the source vibration, the source messages of love, forgiveness, compassion, and light to transform the negative messages that you're carrying. Do a good job. And trace. Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan. You're just up here, right? Okay. Ling Guan, 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 Ling Guan. Do you have soul light on your CD? Okay, we'll continue for a bit here while you get that up. Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan. Guan is below the level of the camera, yeah? So Ling Guan, light, so light. Why? What does it mean? It means bring positive energy, positive matter, positive information. Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan. Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan. Do you have it? Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Good. Everybody keep tracing.
Ling Guang Pu Zhao, 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 Ling Guang Pu Zhao.
Shining so light, 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 shining so light.
灵光普照，灵光普照，灵光普照，灵光普照，灵光普照，灵光普照，灵光普照，灵光普照。灵光普照，灵光普照，灵光普照，灵
So what did you experience? What did you experience? What did you feel? Can you share in the chat? What did you experience? So I saw Sarah is with us tonight, yeah? Sarah and Mark have very powerful third eyes. So Sarah, maybe you share, what did you see with your third eye as people were tracing the calligraphy?
Thank you. And welcome back, Jimena. So nice to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it was beautiful. The color of gold that I saw, first of all, emerging from the calligraphy was a sort of a deep golden color, very rich golden color. And that moved out into everyone, and it was coming into all of the major organs as we were chanting Shining Soul Light. And every time we chanted, if you were, or at least when I was chanting anyway, every time I chanted, I saw the light kind of, get brighter with the chanting and the tracing. And it was just sort of glowing and expanding, a very deep golden light, a different kind of a golden light than I've seen before, but it was very rich, very beautiful. And I could feel that the field was continuing to build until it was coming, surrounding everybody that was on the line. Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. Mark, did you want to add anything?
I saw lots of light, just like what Sarah was mentioning. And as our hearts were connecting deeper, like as we kind of went into the mantra of the Shining Soul Light, I found a deepening that was occurring. And depending on your level of, there was people that I felt had different connections to it. Some were just kind of lightly, and some were more deeply connected. If you were more deeply connected, the calligraphy actually kind of came more into your heart. And it was starting to create this field of light within your own heart, because you were radiating this out, because you were bringing that message very deep into your own being, as you will. So it was really interesting to see our own connection. Yep. The deeper we can connect, the more light was actually coming into us. So thank you.
So this is what Master Sha talks about. I am inside the light. The light is inside of me. Why do we need to practice? Because we are living in a very polluted world, right? You don't need, all you have to do is open your phone. And if you're on any of the, social media or news apps, right away you get hit with a lot of negative information. That comes into us, whether we know it or not. That information comes in. It lands somewhere. We don't know how to protect ourselves. We're open, we're open. It comes in. So we need to trace, because we're constantly affected by the environment and the pollution that the environment has. And we are creating our own pollution through our thoughts, our words, our actions, our reactions, our emotions, positive emotions, negative emotions. They all cause us. They cause us to have thoughts, and then those thoughts, we sometimes speak them, we write them, or we just think them, but you can have a whole conversation in your head, right? So all of that negative information is polluting our organs. So we constantly need to be transforming the negative messages to positive messages, negative information to positive information. Then the key is to hold on to it, yeah? Okay, so we can trace with the 5-power or 5-finger hand tracing position. More powerful is to trace with your lower abdomen. Our lower abdomen, so below the navel, we have Lower Dantian, which is an energy center, Snow Mountain, second energy center, first soul house, second soul house, second soul house, third soul house, Ming Men Point, Wei Liu. These are all powerful, powerful acupuncture points and spaces in the body that when you develop them, when you are able to create a golden light ball into each of those places, you'll have great physical stamina, physical energy, physical power. This is what the martial artists practice. Day and night, they're practicing to build their lower dantian, which is their post-natal energy center. We connect with the source field. We bring in source frequency and vibration. We imagine a golden ball in our lower abdomen. We're tracing, and the light from the calligraphy, from the field that is here in the calligraphy, is coming into us. So trace now as if your first chakra, trace with your first chakra. This is really the easiest way to do it. Trace with your first chakra. Everybody knows first chakra is in the base of the body. Trace. Use your first chakra to trace. As you're going around what's happening, you're forming a golden ball. That light's coming in, forming a golden ball. Okay? Trace. Mark is going to play the music again. Does that have an instrumental? Yeah, let's put the instrumental on it. So what they're chanting is shining so light. Lingwan Pujao, shining so light. Okay, so trace. Shining so light. Put one hand over the lower abdomen and one hand over that part of the body that needs healing, like your heart, your lungs, your thyroid. I saw somebody said thyroid. Okay? Beautiful. Trace with your lower abdomen. So if you think you know the calligraphy, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Try and trace the characters. You may not have it fully memorized. Okay, peek and then close your eyes again. When you can do that, it's easier then to make that connection with the frequency of the field that's in the calligraphy. Yeah, try it. Try it. focus. Keep your mind on your first chakra. Visualize a golden ball, golden ball, literally the size of your fist, in your first chakra. Then what happens is you're seeing the golden light from the calligraphy coming into that golden ball, and that golden ball starts to get bigger and more dense. So more power is in the golden light ball. Okay? Okay, so how do you feel now? How do you feel? Do you feel more energized? Does your heart feel lighter, happier? Do you feel more balanced? Like you close your eyes and you feel more balanced, more grounded, more centered, less stressed? What do you feel? Can you share in the chat? And maybe Sarah, you can read some of the posts in the chat.
Thank you. Yes, I would love to read some of the chats for you. Mm-hmm. And we'll start with, let's see here. Got lots of chats in here. We've had a couple of more people join us as the evening progresses. Arlene has joined us from Ontario, and a new person, Alexis, has joined us. Welcome to Alexis. And Alexis is saying she feels that it's very beautiful to connect with people that she's never met, but she feels very connected. So, and that she's feeling the field and appreciating how beautiful the calligraphy is, really experiencing the field. Arlene is working on transforming her legs. And Beverly's saying her lower back is feeling looser now. She's been having some real muscular issues in the lower back. That has been relieved to a certain extent. She's showing gratitude. And Brianna says she's feeling a boost in her lower dantian. She feels that she can let go and listen better, and saw the golden light come into her spiritual heart and make a big golden ball. And let's see. I guess people are still writing the comments we have right
great.
now.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So a third way to experience showed you two different ways you can trace. So a third way to experience the Dow calligraphies is to receive a golden light ball. So Tatiana, if you're still on the line, if you're still on the live stream, can you post that you're still on the live stream? So is there a little bit of a delay? Okay. So a golden light, the Dow calligraphies can transmit a golden light ball, which means you get a golden light ball that has source, information, energy, and matter. Source, she's on? Okay. And it has source messages of love, forgiveness, compassion, light. Yeah. So this golden light ball is going to come from the calligraphy. and I'm going to transmit a Tao golden light ball and golden liquid spring to Tatiana for immunity. Is that an issue for her? Okay. So close your eyes, Tatiana. I will transmit this to you. So Tao order, Tao Calligraphy Healing Field, transmit Tao golden light ball and golden liquid spring for immunity to Tatiana at the most appropriate level, layer, and dimension. Transmission begins, and maybe Sarah or Mark, you can talk about what you're seeing with your third eye.
Thank you. Yes. What I'm seeing is the golden light is entering in to the lower dantian, and right away it went from the lower dantian back into where the kidneys are. It expanded very rapidly, so that whole area of Tatiana's lower body was enveloped in golden light. And I can see that whole part of her body really, really was drinking in that golden light, drinking in the golden light, really thirsty for that golden light. So I think this was very, very needed for Tatiana tonight. And it continues to go into the kidneys, go into the lower dantian for the immunity, for the stamina and energy that is being boosted as well, as she deals with a health condition which can drain the energy. So this is all being boosted. I feel that the frequency and vibration is substantially higher in that part of the body now.
Yep.
And the light is gently pulsating and gently, like a Tao light massage, just massaging that air, the organs and that part of the body, helping them to be nourished and bring in more light. That's what I'm seeing at the moment.
Thank you so much. Beautiful. Mark?
Yeah, thank you for allowing me to share. Thank you for allowing me to share. So the beautiful thing is you're at the center, so you see the pulse go from here into Tatiana.
Yeah.
And what was evident, just like what Sarah mentioned, that you can see the light enter into the body, but it actually started, what they're showing me is that there was this movement that was happening on the molecular level there of basically, how do you describe it? Because a message is kind of challenging to describe, because it comes in as a very special type of light.
Right.
And it moves into the, like they're showing me, like it moves in like a sonic, like an audio wave you would see kind of going into the cells. It's kind of like this audio, like we see these little 3 lines, and it kind of moves into the cells. But when it gets into the cells, they're showing that there's also this, there's the energy, basically the vibration of the cell is actually changing. Mm-hmm. So now the cell is vibrating at a different pace, and what's happening now is that we talk about something a little bit deeper, which is the energy matter transformation with the cells. That is starting to be a little more balanced, because I can see the energy that's around the cell start to shift and move. And this is causing, because there's different blockages in her spaces of the body, mm-hmm. is what they're directing me to see. And that's actually starting to have this energy start to move and circulate further into her body. So it's very special blessing that she received. Thank you.
So now she needs to turn on this treasure, right? And we're going to help her by tracing. So what Mark was describing is really the information pathway. He focused on cells in the body where you can see literally the message, how it comes in, then literally changes the frequency and vibration of the energy. And then ultimately, if with enough practice, sustained practice, she should be able to create transformation. How do we do this? How do we do this at a high level? You chant and you trace. So let's support her. Dear the Tao Golden Light Ball and Golden Liquid Spring for immunity. Transmitted to Tatiana. Love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Please turn on, boost her immunity. So this will help her, not only specifically for the kidneys, but her overall immunity, yeah? So boost her immunity. And now we're going to trace, dear the Tao Calligraphy Ling Guan. Ling, can you show the whole calligraphy now? Okay, so we'll show the whole calligraphy. They have the rhythm of doing this now, so just show the whole calligraphy. We trace the whole calligraphy. Trace the Ling and then also trace Guan down here to support her, okay? Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan, Ling Guan. And you just focus on her. You don't focus on yourself. You'll get huge benefits, but you focus on her. Imagine her lower abdomen just filled with light, or just visualize her whole body, head to toe, skin to bone, filled with light as we trace. Ling Guan. You have the music? Okay. Beautiful. Trace for her. Really put your heart and soul into tracing for her. And trace with your lower abdomen. Maybe you could lower that. And, Sarah, share third eye images, yeah?
Thank you. Yes, I'm watching Tatiana right now, watching the body. And the as we are all tracing, the field has gotten so huge around her whole body. And there is a feeling of deep love in this field as everybody traces together to help the immunity, to build her immunity, her stamina, her vitality, and nourish her kidneys and all of the organs in that part of the body. And as we are tracing, as Mark described, I see the light now going deeper and deeper into the smaller areas of her organs and systems, and it is penetrating. And I actually see the message starting to change in there, that the exchange of the energy and the matter is evening out and finding a healthier rhythm, because the light is now making more space between the cells, between the organs, so that everything can function better. And the light is actually getting not only brighter, but lighter. It's turning into a more of a golden white light and going very deep. In fact, it's getting so bright now that I'm actually having trouble seeing anything except the light. Mm-hmm. So it's very, very deep and penetrating. And the power of the group is making a huge difference. The group practice is very, very, very powerful to watch. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Do you want to share anything?
Yeah, actually, what's really interesting is because now Tatiana has this beautiful Tao-like golden ball that changes her whole energetic field of her. That's how I see it. But the interesting thing is, now that we're connecting with the Tao calligraphy Ling Guang, it's actually amplifying the treasure that she has. So it's bringing another layer of this information, this frequency.
Can you hold that a second? So what happens is the treasures, the golden light balls, literally are gathering. They are gathering the Shen Qi Jing. They are gathering the information, energy, and matter from the source that is present in the calligraphies. And because that golden light ball is permanent, the more you practice, the more power you have access to, because the ball is holding on to that energy. You can practice, but without the golden light balls, the energy will dissipate very quickly. That's why Sarah's talking about the golden light, the field is getting brighter and brighter, because the ball is gathering the energy at an exponential rate. It's gathering the light from the field. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah. So what's incredible is like, it's just like you said. It's the treasure has the intelligence to really connect deeper to this calligraphy and really pull much more frequency and vibration to her. Because if I look at others that are tracing, we're all benefiting. But because she has a much deeper connection now with her treasure on, and that calligraphy is also helping that just to really, it's just like she's just turning into this huge field of white, almost to the point where you can't see the physical body more. It's just this whole being of white light. So it's just so wonderful. Thank you.
Good. So everybody, all of you, many of you, not all of you, but many of you have already received one or more or 100 of these golden light treasures. Dear all of my golden light treasures, please turn on. Please turn on. Please give your greatest love to the field. What's going to happen? They give their love to the field gives love back, and what's going to happen to your treasures? They're all going to get stronger. You don't focus on that. You focus on serving her. Focus on creating, on making the field as powerful as possible. Okay? So watch, everybody, watch what happens now. Okay, Mark, we'll put the music back on. Again, Sarah, what do you see now? I'm just aware of the time, so go ahead.
Well, thank you very much. What I'm seeing now is something that I often see, and the only way I can describe it is that as we trace with the calligraphy, and the light continues to come to the golden light ball, and the golden light ball is spinning, it's it's like the candy floss when you go to the carnival, and the man goes around, and the candy floss gets bigger and bigger as it goes around. And this is what this happens as the golden ball spins. The golden light further densifies that golden ball for her, so that she has more to use when she practices. Thank you. That's what I've seen.
Thank you, Sarah. So, Mark, you want to share?
Yeah, actually, a lot of what Sarah said. What I also want to mention is, because we have many people on the line, more of us that get together and practice, we're creating a much bigger field, because as soon as you said, turn on all your treasures, it's like you could feel all this light start lighting up. But more importantly is everything was being directed by this calligraphy. So everything was kind of like taking its cue from this, and it was really amplifying everything that we were doing. And so we were all actually benefiting much more, because the treasures were, what I wanted to say is, the longer we were doing this, it made a deeper connection, and each minute that we did this actually was making the field stronger and making our own connection stronger. So it's like, if we can do this a little longer, we actually have a chance to really bring, it's kind of like it builds that special light to come in to really it's almost like kind of washing some of this away. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
So what Mark is saying, what Sarah is saying, is that basically, and what Master Sha has been trying to tell us, but it's not something that, of course, we've experienced. So this is why we do these evenings, is to help you to understand. We bring in the field. We come into the field. We bring the field into us. The key then is to keep the field within you. So to do that, you want to receive the Tao Golden Light Balls. So you can go to the special services page, and you can register, and then I transmit the services on Sunday mornings. And you can receive, if it's something urgent, we can take care of it right away for you. You can receive a golden light ball for hearts, for lungs, for your kidneys, your hip. Melissa was talking about her middle jiao. Jiao is area, her middle area, the area between the diaphragm and the navel. So there's a whole list of spaces and organs, parts of the body that you can receive these for. Do this. You heard the readings from Sarah and from Mark. They didn't know that this is what I was going to do today. So they didn't know what readings I would be asking them to do, what third eye images they needed to see. So they're sharing with you exactly what they saw, which is what I've seen now for many years as we've been transmitting these golden light balls. It's so important that you understand the power of the golden light balls, and then the power of practicing in the field, and the power of practicing together as a group. Last thing we're going to do, and then I'm going to share some information with you. Cynthia Hamilton is one of the Tao Chung master teachers in Vancouver. So do a flow forward, Tatiana. What benefits did she receive from this treasure today?
Thank you for the opportunity to serve. How? This is the source. My beloved Tatiana, we are overjoyed at what you have received on this evening, and we can feel the joy in every cell of your being as the light shines from this Tao golden light ball and golden liquid spring treasure. You have indeed started this new year with a new treasure and a new way forward, shining a light forward, with the light of this treasure shining in all aspects of your being.
not only in the physical aspects, for which the Tao Golden Light Ball and Golden Liquid Spring Treasure has a message for humanity, but in other aspects of your life as well. Heal one, heal all, beloved one. Rejoice with us tonight and feel the honor, feel the love, feel the support. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Cynthia. And then Tatiana, please share. What did you experience? What was your experience tonight? And while we, while we wait for her, sorry, this is not working. Okay. So while we wait for her, let me give you some information. Already I mentioned to you, please go to the, okay. So this one isn't working at all. Okay, so if you'd like to receive the Tao Golden Light Treasures, you can receive those. Only the calligraphies that are at the center can transmit this Golden Light Treasures. So go to the Special Services page, and the team will give you the link. It should be, if you go to the upper right-hand corner, there's an eye with a circle. Click on it. There's a link there for the Special Services page. Second thing is, I invite you to join the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field Daily Practice. So you practice with me in the field every day, 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time. And we meet Monday through Friday, including holidays. Why? Because if you have a chronic, challenging condition, you need to practice every day. And you need to practice really more than 1 hour. You do need to practice if you have chronic, and most of the people I work with have chronic and challenging conditions. So they're practicing 2 to 3 hours a day. Third thing is I want to invite you to receive a personal consultation. So you can receive a consultation from me, and we're using a system called Appointments Plus. So you can book time on your schedule on the schedule. So you can meet with me Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday between 4 and 6 p.m. Pacific time. So this will help you to get a reading. I talked to somebody 2 days ago, and they said to me, oh, I have this issue. And then they said, I have this. Oh, and by the way, I think I need to look at these 3 other things. That means they don't know really where to focus. So they're not really getting the most benefit, and they're doing practice, but they're not seeing the benefit. So in a consultation, we can do a reading for you. I can give you a reading as to, where should you focus? What's your number 1 priority, number 2 priority, number 3 priority? I can give you a reading for what practices, what should you be focusing on? Are there spaces in the body like the Qi channel, Jing channel, Shen channel? Maybe you need to boost your foundation, first soul house, second soul house, third soul house. So in a personal consultation, we can do that. So if you have not received a personal consultation and you need a comprehensive reading, then you need to book a 60-minute appointment. But if you already have received consultations and you really just want to get a focus on one specific area, then go ahead and book a 30-minute consultation. So this is what I want you to understand. The last thing I want to do is, if you are brand new, I want to recommend a book. And the book is, Mark, can you put up the picture of the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field book? That's the latest book by Master Sha. That book teaches you step by step how to heal your heart, how to heal your lungs, how to heal your liver, how to heal your kidneys. It takes you through the key spaces in the body, the 7 chakras, the channels, the Qi channel, Jing channel, Shen channel. And there's a QR code that's at the beginning of the book. You use the QR code to access the videos, the practice videos that shows you the movement of the light through the body. That will help you a lot. You practice with it again and again and again and again. So this is my recommendation. If you really want to take, doesn't matter, your relationship, your finances, your business, you want to open your spiritual channels, you have a physical challenge like Tatiana, or there are several people who shared, you need to be doing practice. And if you can do practice in the field, if you can join us every day, and we support each other. It's a beautiful, loving community. Supports each other. You will see and experience transformation. I lead you through practices. I know Master Sha's system very well. I've been training with Master Sha for 21 years. This is my 21st year. And I've healed 3 chronic, challenging conditions. They have no cure in Western medicine. But I'm a high-functioning person where 2 years ago I was not. 3 years ago I was not. 3 years ago I could not even make a cup of tea for myself. I was in such excruciating pain. But the field, the calligraphies, the practices, knowing how to do the practices, what the sequence is, helped me tremendously. I applied everything I'd learned. And now I'm delighted to share it with everybody, because it'll help you immensely. So I hope you join us. We have these introductory evenings every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock Pacific time. The video will be up for a week, and we'll move the video to our YouTube channel where you can continue to watch it and learn from it. The team has probably posted for you the special link service, the link for the special services, the link to join us for the practice. And then also links to schedule a consultation. It'll help you tremendously, tremendously. I just remember, this person that I'm referring to is someone who's actually studied with Master Sha probably for 15 years, probably 12 to 15 years. And I was surprised. Just a short conversation, I was like, oh my gosh, doesn't know where to focus. It is doing some very advanced practices, yeah? So you will benefit tremendously from having a roadmap, where to go, what to do, how long to do this for. And it would be my honor to serve you in 2022, help you. Many, many people have been helped through the daily practice and personal consultations. So in the coming weeks, we have some other programs that the center is holding. You'll get a chance to experience a little bit of each of them. I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. We do offer Tao Light Massage, just like the Global Center does. We offer it here at the local center on Saturdays at 10 a.m. So I invite you to register for that. Get the pass for the month of January. And every Saturday, join us. Receive Tao Light Massage. You know, here in the practice sessions, you're active. It's an active, we're tracing, it's yang practice. Tao Light Massage, yin. The field comes to you. Head to toe, skin to bone. All right, so I invite you, before you leave, I invite you to share your experience this evening. What was your aha moment? What did you experience from tracing for Tatiana? What did you experience from turning on your treasures and having them receive the field? And Sarah, maybe you can read some posts as people are sharing their experience.
Yes, Tatiana is saying, thank you very much. It was wonderful. I felt warmth in my kidneys and a stream of warmth all over my body. Thank you very much, Heaven, and everyone for your support. God bless. And see. We have more links here for people to connect. And lots of congratulations to Tatiana. That is what I'm seeing in the chat box at this time.
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us for the first Tao Calligraphy Healing Field evening of 2022. We will have 51 more of these this year. It is truly just extraordinary. The field is extraordinary. We look forward to serving you in 2022. You'll hear more about what's coming up. So we have Hui Ling that's going to be joining us this month for a special workshop. We're also going to be doing Tao Hands training. Many, many things that are coming. It's our honor to serve you. Thank you for that opportunity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love for Tatiana and for everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye.